so you don't go one to. She's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl's Joey, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, kind of funny you never see yourself again today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but during around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waking up. But she's going to chase me like this. I almost feel better off running away. I was saying I don't in front of the coursework. That's really cut out to me. Hey, I was stepped again. But I cut you this time. Maybe only because I just decided to stop wait for you. See that like you were thinking about knowing me. That means something. Yeah, people still at you for acting real than I. But he did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. I never say sorry. Hehe. Cross the street together and make our way to school. So Joe knew the streets become Christly, spectated with other students picking their jelly to meet. Whatever you say, man. Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. Well, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. It's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Which was possible I did, and one of our many conversations where this mystery go along with whatever she's going on about. Joey likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm pretty content. Just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games anyway. I was talking about how I'm worried that you would learn to socialize or have any skills before college. Happiness really put it to me, you know. I know you're happy now, but I doubt the thought of you becoming a need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Trust me, right? Nobody keep worrying but you. Oh, what alright. Look at a few clubs here makes you feel happy. No promise though. You at least promised me you'll try that. Yeah, I guess I promised you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get led by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. And seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School days as lonely as ever is over before I know it. If I packed up my things, I still plenty at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. So he wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I had no choice but to start with the enemy club. Hello. Joy. She must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought you know. So what? Yeah, you will come up to my club. Sorry. Hey! There's no way I'm going to your club. Really? She was vice president of the little club. None of I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm not 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who opposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. I said my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the enemy club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Asuka made cupcakes and everything. Hehe. Don't make promises, can't keep. can tell if Sori is really that much of an airhead or if she's going to have planned all this out. Let out as long sorry. For a nice stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Now thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. And you technically follow Zoe across the school and upstairs section of school I've already visited. Zoe, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here. Told you, don't call me a new member. I guess found a room. Welcome to the little club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Zoe always says nice things about you. Seriously, you put a bar with a cute atmosphere. Oh, Zombieman, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Oh, words give me in this this club is full of cannibal cute girls. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. That's okay. Girl of this attitude whose name is Penny Nasaka. Like a first year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to her story. You can just know her when she gets moody. George says that cutting into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Nazika, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri appears playful, more tone team seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Joey and Nazika. Oh yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. Great to see you again, Zombieman. Monica smiles sweetly. You do know sort of very tough, but we were in the same class as you. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class, smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Simon. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry. I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? We also have a few desks arranged to a formal table. As Sori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sori. As a Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Nazika grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. So feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sori. Nazika proudly marches back to the table tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh! Nazika lifts the four tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little piece of chocolate were used to make eels. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Nazika. Yeah, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sori grabs one first and Monica a photo. It's delicious! Sori tells with her mouthful and has already managed to get icing on the face. Turn the cupcake around and my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Nazika is quiet. I can help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She waited for me to take a bite. I flip it down. The ice is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. That's really good. Thank you, Nazika. Why are you thinking me? It's not like I heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. Thought you'd take a dish, Sori said. Yeah, maybe. But not for you know, you dummy. Alright. Give up on Nazika's real logic and dismiss her concentration. Yuri turns to the table counter tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry. The teacher gave us pushing. Oh, does a hot cup of tea help you enjoy the book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. He was just trying to press you. That's not it. So that you look away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Your tea really might not be my passion for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. You friendly smiles to yourself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider a little club? Afraid of this present. Someone tells me I told it to Monica I was personally dragged here by Joy. Well, I haven't joined in the club yet, and Joy seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the little club, my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You'll probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Were you leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. A much better take someone a person door and make someone special out of it. And if encourages others to get into the digital, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. You also not agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. There are many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that does it grab your attention like this, so have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But makes your friends like a festival that much more prudent. I'm confident that we can overly grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Hey! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone sounds agrees. So different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with the level it was in political. So Zombieman. How little I've read these past years, I don't really have a good way of internet cousin manga. I might have called it to myself, half joking. That's cause her head suddenly peeks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that I can change. What am I saying? I spoke about taking it out after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri tasted the rim of her teacup with her finger. I felt like using novels I built deep and complex fantasy worlds. There were creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a fortunate world is equally impressive. He goes on a clean passion about her reading. She seems so resolved and changed since the moment I walked in, but as Iris by the way her eyes light up as she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological meanings usually immense me as well. It's amazing how a writer can show the ability to take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, I read a horror book once. I just described something I can relate to at the minimum level. That's right, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected this, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or take to another world, then I really can't put it down. So horror is often so special, I try to the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. But why's that? Well, that's because I start over to to me for a pitch again? Never mind. That's right, you used like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuka? What? What gives you that idea? You have a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Just Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Joyce slides up behind Natsuka and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuka, you write your own poems? Yeah, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuka averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. A very confident writer, yes. I understand how Natsuka feels. Soon that level of writing takes more than such confidence. Truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers and expose them to your vulnerabilities and show even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing plans to Yuri? Maybe you share some of work you can try to simple and Natsuka feel comfortable enough to share hers. Guess it's the same for you, Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. Yuri said and transformed. Okay, have an idea, everyone. Natsuka and Yuri look curiously at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then the next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yay, let's do it. Just now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Is that right, Zombieman? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to original topic of rejoining the club, a bounty come forth what's been on my mind all time. I never said I would join this club. Sure, it may have convinced me to step by, but I never made any decision. Do have other clubs to look at, and that's my train of thought. Awful girls still back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought. Sorry, man. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? As if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the little club. One by one, the girl's eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy. She wraps her arms around me, jumping up down. Hi. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super. Then that makes it official. Welcome to Little Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. Think of that. We can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Zombieman, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. yeah. Can't believe past the class door Monika with my medical writing skills. I already feel the anxiety filling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as you and Natsuka clean up the food. Hey Zombieman, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sora and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! The other two was to put a club room and make our way home. No way mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Joey, Natsuka, Yuri, and of course Monika. We'll really be happy to spend every day after school in a little club. Perhaps I'll have a chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I also need to make the most of it. I'm sure the fortune will find me. I guess I start to fight in the pool tonight. Hey, Simon. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. No, don't worry. This might be. Well, we are back at the little club. I was glad to come in so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Simon. Hope this is a too of a commitment for you. Beg you dive headfirst into little when you're not accomplished to it. Oh come on, like he deserves any slack. Sure, he told me he didn't even want to join in the clubs this year. Last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Asuka, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuko finds herself stuck between saying manga and manga. Manga is literature. Shifting to feet, Natsuko passed back to her seat. Don't worry, guys. Simon always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with beachwork without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? It's you overly good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Simon can become good friends too. Sorry? As usual, sorry seems obviously the real situation she just put me into. Yui bought you something today, you know. Wait, sorry. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yui, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So a really nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It would make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. So here. We reaches into a bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So pick out a book that I thought you might enjoy. This story reads or should keep you interested even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is I just go as a ditty being so cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I definitely read this. Unconsciously check the book. Phew. Well, we can read it at your own pace. Look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's seated, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Joy and Monica have a cheery conversation in the corner. Rose's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her tense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Jessica is rummaging around in the closet. Her Jessica Arthur starts reading. So from within the closet, it seems to be ignored by someone. Pulls her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something new? Speaking Monica, she never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your clerks and organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Jessica decides a bunch of stacked books and bounces across the shelf. Monica? You read manga too, right? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you really into until you figure out where the other person stands. How do you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. The lone farmer of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I put out of the stack. There it is. I snatched it out of my hand. Then turns it back to manga and steps the farm right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a basket with one book missing is probably the most entertaining sight in the world. I know that feel. I took a closer look at the bats. Said he's mountain. Perfect girls. Series I've never heard of in my life. Probably means it's either way out of my demographic or simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She punched the classroom door. Hi, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was a tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Zombieman. Consider that a lesson straight from literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, as she puts out the first volume of her girls with bats, I'm gonna show you a second eye. She shoves the book right into my hands. Still on the cover. Features full girls and the cover of tears. Striking anime female pose. It's cute and no. Don't just stand there. Huh? Jessica grabs my arm and pushes me out of the closet. Then takes a seat against the wall beneath the window sill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Would a chairs be more comfortable? Take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. What's that? I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it. This girl crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Jessica once again into closer, reclaiming the distance. Her faces where she hopes I won't notice. The pure pillar was sort of much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow. Look how she been since I've read the beginning. You don't go back and flip through the other volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet. So I can talk at some time. Well, it looks like a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kind of grew out of these, since it's fair for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, What should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. Think about George something that did have a plot. I mean, well, I guess I know what he's saying. At the beginning, it's about simple things. Like there's a really fun chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream machine shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all the backstories and when some of the moments starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Oh, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimate you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? It occurs me as little self. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. Oh, this chapter seems like it's about bacon. This is just a guess, but it's still a lot of bacon in this manga. Well, Natsuka paused for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. What does that matter? It does. I was just curious. You enjoy bacon too, right? That's such a coincidence. I just happened to get into bacon around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything whereas it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impersonable. Deeply not a coincidence. Guess I explained Natsuka's interest in bacon. Of all the habits to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it. So who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you says watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always guess how I'm not convinced either of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean. You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Dirty series? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet. Makes you want to punch them in the face. I know those kind of people. And it takes that of effort to find friends who don't judge, much as friends who are also into it. I'm also kind of loser, so I guess I graduate to the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, it's put. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. I think it's safe here in the club room. So Monica was kind of a joke about it. I just can't win, can I? Yeah, paid off the end, did it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you join yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. Flip the page. Suddenly Natsuka starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuka puts her finger on one of the panels. Manuel is my favorite character. I always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Let's go for focus for segment. It's a stark contrast to her usual positive tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Being able to provide that to Jessica, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could you tell me be any worse, sir? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. That's only notice how close he's gotten to me. She has decided herself a good job anticipating for me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. Close the book and hand it to Oscar. Let's give it back. Don't you want to know what happens? Oh yeah, but Marcus just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really dirty the plan of using my spare time to read this. Yeah, of course. It will take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent... And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? Only got put right through the farm so far. I fall behind some souls if I try to get through this. Well, I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Jessica's ascendant itself. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then, I stand up. I would want to wear up my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My realization is, can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. So Monica suddenly pulled out the poem. Story is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf, torn from a spot notebook. On her Monica wrote hers in a capsulation notebook. I always see Monica's pressed in handwriting from where I sit. Asking Roy with the class well, reaching into the bags. I'll do the same myself. What's yours? Seeing some more experience or so sort of can trust her opinion to be fair. You're just at the poem. I mean, it passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't push yourself. I'm not. Just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that it might be after we didn't do it. So is that bad? No, did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. You buried your face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Might take you a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really did notice. What were you saying? Right, just that they are specific writing habits that are used typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I can learn to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I've recognized in new writers is that they try to make their styles very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the subject matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both styles' expensiveness are weakened. What you will find sort of train of thought is as if the mono totally changes. Her Zombieman is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. might take you some time, but it all comes with process, learning by simple, trying new things. I hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuko can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I should be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I also hope you always passing to yourself, to me, or to Natsuko. Do you mind I read your poem now? Please do. How would I share my thought process behind it? Your smiles to me as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself was kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a little club? Ghost under the light. The twinkles of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have restored the test of time. Last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hull of the future. A bathe. Comes beneath air of the pensive but living in the past. A light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I was thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I could think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It was too short. I used to write long poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time soon, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digress. Guess. Are you into ghosts, Joey? Huh? Actually, the story is about ghosts at all, Simon. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Yeah, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in the work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolical compared to a ghost. Long during the last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. Let's have more sermon than it ever. Had I ever thought of that? That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that he thinks that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. Cut on you. So those was my poem 2 minutes. Hi Simon, having a good time so far? Oh yeah, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever had any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, for the share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Simon. We're all a little bit better today, you know. But it's that sort of barrel that we're all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Simon. Really? It's like cuter than I expected. Oh jeez. No. This kind of makes me think of someone Natsuko would write. And it would write too. So check that as a compliment. Oh, if you say so. Yep. There are lots of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, enduring, or even sad. And sometimes they are only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, the can express views of the world that will apply to anybody. I see. So saying that Natsuko is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe we started an expert, but you probably wouldn't find much filler in her poems. It might be easy to write, but there's a super challenging to get in the meaning though. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I end up trying different things like that. Took a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. So I'm pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I had to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Yeah, let's read it then. Hornwall. It could have been me. See the direction this spoker protrudes, knows a neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I never know. I wasn't home. A pure sight for a clue. No, I can't see. I real blind like a film delve out in the sun, but it's too late. My rituals, all these shorts with format copy of the meaningless image. It says a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on our side was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freedom, if that's what you call it. Sorry. Yeah, that kind of stuff has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of a feeling recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Yeah, something like that. I can't always talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's brain tip of the day. Sometimes when you write a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a special point. You try so hard to make it perfect, then you never make any progress. Just push yourself to get someone down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. My goodness. This is so good, Zombieman. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. So you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Your opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even that's a curse. Oh, sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I was telling you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Zombieman poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Joy hugs his seat against her chest. You're so weird, Joy. I'm really happy that you wrote one. Really happy. This reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. And I'm missing the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Yeah, of course. not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Zombieman. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, I something that only really good people do. Thanks, Zoe. Not sure if Zoe sees the full picture of our motive here. And again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of taking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kiss my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Will you ask me to come out and play? Or you trust me to rest away a rainy day? I look above, the sky's blue. It's a secret, but I trust you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Zoe. This is just a guess, but did he wait this morning to write this? No, just a little. And just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. You know, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Oh yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. Came out nice. Also I put it sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's better to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Yeah, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Yeah, I guess I look forward to it. For sure. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, let's go reread my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. And what's the point of saying in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and making me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what really looks like. And it went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. Don't otherwise you're saying you like it. Let's go retreat, gets caught in the hot throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I would told you that you don't have to go announce to the world that you are all self-improvement. Pretty sure you never actually said that. So I'm mostly to myself. This guy must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or lose that you like the poem. In case you still need to send me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I tell you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? You want that would make your message even less valid? Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the fling at the last line. So you did? There's more meaning to it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I did try to humor her with that last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if NASCAR is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Whew. Guess that's everyone. Gets from the room. That was a little more stressful than I appreciated. It's as if everyone judged me for my critical writing abilities. And if it was just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. There's a little clip after all, I say. Because that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Joy and Monica are happily charging my eyes then on Yuri and Jessica. They gently exchange sheets of paper showing their respective poems. As they begin to turn them, I watch each of their expressions change. Jessica's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Do you say nothing? Oh, it's nothing. Jessica takes me to return the phone to the gesture of one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did he completely miss the simulation must have been? It's clearly about the feeling given up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Yeah? You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for a suggestion, I would have asked someone who I collected. Which people did, by the way. So really liked it, and Zombieman did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless of course I'll come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Zombieman likes my phone too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. This girl totally stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress your new member, Yuri. That's not what I meant. You stands up as well. Maybe you just jealous that Zombieman persuades my advice more than he persuaded yours. Huh? Yeah. How do you know he didn't persuade my advice more? Are you that fool yourself? No. If I was for myself, I would definitely go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Huh? Is everyone okay? You know what? You know what? I was the one whose boob must be Google size bigger as soon as Zombieman started showing up. That's good. That's a little... This doesn't above you. I don't like fighting guys. Then both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Zombieman? She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Then this would have happened in the first place. What's the point of making poems all completed for no reason? Many so jump out at the window, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Simon. But wait, there's a reason we have so many demons, spirits, and spiritual words in the language. It's the only way to convert complex feelings to meaning the most effectively. If volume was not only unnecessary, it's not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a race. You still know, right, Simon? Well, how do I get back into this in the first place? Not like I know anything about writing, but whom agree with, they'll probably think more highly with me. So of course that's me. Yuri? You really talented? Well, but Natsuko has a point. I think that I rack my brain and attempt to back myself up. I think that converting feelings with few words can be such as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuko's point did a very good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not Natsuko. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But you were so mean to me. Natsuko's voice minds. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is really personal. It's really personal thing. Something that can definitely be hard. Looks like we learned something. We learned that today. Even more encouragement can lead to someone heated. Bent over my shoulder. Story is not incorrectly. Yes, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuko. Natsuko's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. Find matters that barely audible. Yuri? You looked at me cheerfully. With a face like that, I can help but feel bad for as well. I'm sure that Natsuko didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Simon. Sis, let's breathe. I think about. Let's go around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Surprisingly, Natsuko has a harder time with it than she posted. So Monica looked away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuko looks very avoidant eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're not too beautiful, Yuri. Sorry. I'll go make some tea. Eh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciates Sorry. Pat Sorry on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone should read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Simon. To be honest, it's a nice change of pace from that lazy and round we got a little too used to. So my joining club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all. Not at all. There's still time before we go home. So we'll all rest for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do little related things in the club room. So maybe you can take a chance to pick up a book or to do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? It's not the most pretty thing about the little club. The most pretty thing is having fun. Of course. I guess that's why you're the vice president, Julie. And through Monica's right, being in the little club means I can spend all the time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'll say it was worthwhile. It was alright. Well, mostly. Zombieman, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. There's a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, to learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job pushing those upward to impress. And I tell myself with newfound determination. Zombieman, ready to rock home? Sure, let's go. Hehe. Joey brings at me. Truly has been a while since Joey and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Joey, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between you and Jessica. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can survive and make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Simon, that's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. So... Looks like Joey still had a cut onto the kind of situation I'm in. Still being friends with everyone is nice, but... Just really need to stop there. We'll just have to see what the future holds Joey. I pass Joey on the photos. So that I'm more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Joey as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. And I think that's where I'm gonna leave off for now. Until next time. Bye.